Hey guys, it's Emily. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make these two easy phone case ideas. Let's get on with the video. The first phone case idea I'm going to show you how to make is this one with a Polaroid on it. The first thing you want to do is that you want to trace a clear phone case onto a piece of cardstock paper, and then you want to cut it out. When you're ready to cut the camera hole out, you can use an X-Acto knife to cut it out. After you're done cutting it out, you want to draw out a grid with a pencil. The way how I made the grid is that I just eyeballed the first line, and it helped me figure out how big I wanted the rows to be. Then I added tiny lines to the bottom and the top for the rows and measured them to be about 1/2 inches wide. Then I lined up the lines and connected them to make a row. I repeated the same steps for the rows that go the other way. Now you want to color your grid. You can either outline it with a pen or you can color it in with anything you want. Since I didn't like the outline of the grid with no color, I erased the pencil markings and then I colored the grid in like a checkerboard. I used a black marker to color my grid. A tip to make things easier is that you can mark each box you want the color to be in so you don't mess it up, and you can put a scrap piece of paper underneath of it so you don't make a mess. When you're done coloring the grid in, you can make the Polaroid. You want to start off by measuring how wide your paper for your phone is, and you want to make your Polaroid smaller than that. Then you want to draw the Polaroid out on a piece of cardstock paper, and then you want to cut it out. I made my Polaroid to be 3 by 2 inches. Now before you go on to the next step, make sure the Polaroid fits where you want it to be, so you can cut it down if you need to. When you're done cutting out your Polaroid, you want to draw where your image will go, and this will be the frame. The measurements for the frame is about 1/7 of an inch from the bottom and 1/8 of an inch for the 3 sides. After you're done making the place where the image will go, you can draw anything that you want in that spot with a pencil. I drew 3 sunflowers. When you're done drawing your image, you can go over it with a pen. When the ink is dry, you can erase any pencil markings. Then you can color it in with anything that you want. I use markers. The last thing I did for my Polaroid was that I drew some lines on the flowers to give them more detail, and I also outlined the image, but outlining the image is completely optional. When you're done with your Polaroid, you can put it on the top of the grid with tape or glue. I use double-sided tape to attach the Polaroid onto mine. Then you can put the paper into the phone case, and you're all done. The next phone case idea I'm going to show you how to make is this one with a planet and sunflowers on it. Just like the first phone case, you want to start off by tracing a clear phone case onto a piece of cardstock paper. Then you want to cut it out, and you can use an X-Acto knife to cut the camera hole out. After you're done cutting it out, you want to draw out a planet and some flowers behind the planet with a pencil. What I did was that I traced washi tape to create a circle for my planet, and I drew sunflowers and vines behind the planet. After you're done drawing your design, you want to go over it with a pen. When the ink is dry, you want to erase any pencil markings. Then you can color in your design. I use markers to color mine in. The last thing I did was that I drew some line detail on the flower petals, and then I was done. When you're completely done with your design, you can put the paper in the phone case, and then you're all done. And that's how you make these phone cases. In the comments down below, let me know what you think about these phone case ideas. And if you like this video, subscribe to see more videos. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!